When I was flying back from LA, I wanted to conduct a little experiment. So when we were about 30,000 feet in the air, I decided I was going to fart and see if anyone noticed. Because someone had told me that they do take preventative measures, so I needed to test this. So I filmed it, and, well, just check this out.
Yeah, on my side, man.
We were European, as obvious.
Oh, here. Sorry, here. I've seen a few people work.
Yeah, no, it's just a piece. It's hard, man. It's hard, like, you know, we are European.
Well, you know.
So, back to the paper. Anyone who has taken a trip abroad on a plane will have been here. Up in the sky, and you start to feel bloated. Then it just starts, like your whole body is just trying to embarrass you totally. But don't worry, it happens to everyone. And I'll tell you why. First, we need to look at the ideal gas laws, specifically the relationship between pressure and volume. Assuming that we have the same amount of gas, these are going to be constant. The moles and the gas constant. They're going to be constant, that's fine. Assuming that we also don't change the temperature, then that is also going to be constant. So now we can see that pressure times volume is equal to a constant. So as pressure increases, volume will decrease and vice versa. This is because pressure is equal to the force per unit area. So as you fly into the sky, the air pressure in the cabin decreases. This means that the volume of gas is actually increasing in size, up to 133% of its original size. Now all of that gas is actually just sat in your stomach and intestines, thus making you bloated. Hence the swelling of your belly. In fact, pilots have to see doctors regularly because of the frequency of this, but as far as they tell me, it's perfectly safe. That is why we fart more on planes than we do on the ground, although some people could have me fooled. So why doesn't the plane stink? I mean, 200 odd people flying in a metal tube, all letting out deadly gases. First, the air is filtered. They have filtering systems on the plane and it keeps the air circulating. Second, for more tasteful airlines, they have carbon lined in the seats to absorb the smell. This happens because charcoal has a very large surface area with many little pockets ripe for odour particles to sit in. When they come in contact, Van der Waals forces take over. What is that, I hear you ask? It's the force between particles that allow them to stick together loosely. Spiders do this. The hairs on their legs also have hairs of their own. This results in them having about 600,000 hairs across all their legs. Now every hair has a little bit of Van der Waals forces on it, and so this all adds up until they're in a bathtub. But basically the same thing that keeps the spider on the wall is keeping the gas in your seat. Third, airline food will constipate you. Bung you up real nice. This is because at altitude, food doesn't taste the same anymore due to the drop in humidity. It's because of the lack of water in the air, it doesn't help with the transferring of the flavour to the tongue. So what they do is they put loads of salt and sugar and spices in it to help. And this isn't the only problem with airline food. The other is due to the safety reasons, that it has to be frozen and then heated up at really high temperatures. The result of this is that your food is loaded with carbs and has virtually no fibre in it. And guess what that combination does? It constipates you. So what does this mean? Well, it means you can fart all you like and get away with it, except if it's loud, and if you're standing up. Then you are a terrible person and you should be ashamed of yourself. But, yeah, that is why we fart more on planes and what they do to stop us from smelling. But you know the drill, like, subscribe, share, etc. Share the knowledge around. This is ES Einsteinium signing off. Don't work too hard. What's that? You want a little bonus content? You want a little bit of random trivia? Fine. A fighter pilot must shoot down 5 enemy planes to be considered an ace. Useful for a pub quiz, I guess.
You know what you gotta do. Share the video around, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.